Welcome back. My name is Chris Lynn, and today on the Hire Me podcast, I have with me Sarah Stauf, who is a people manager and operations manager. Let's jump right in to learning how Sarah could be your next great hire and professional connection. Welcome, Sarah, and tell us about yourself.
Well, hello, Chris, and thank you for having me. My name is Sarah Stauf, and I live in the beautiful city of Memphis, Tennessee. As you can probably hear already, I do have an accent. I was born and raised in Munich, Germany, and moved to the US about 15 years ago. I'm now a dual citizen, German and American, and I did my college education actually in Germany in business communication and administration, got my bachelor degree, worked in Germany for a bunch of international companies before I then came here for business.
Fantastic. Well, that's great to hear and great to learn more about you. So, what type of roles are you looking for?
I'm looking for people management, operations management roles, which a lot of times do go hand in hand together. Ideally, the position will be remotely or hybrid. I am very open to international companies, national companies, local companies. I'm very open to any of this. By now, I do have about 20 years of experience in this field, and with the national and international experience, it just became very natural to me to just adapt to any situation. So that's where I belong.
Wonderful. So, in all of the work around operations and people management that you do and that you've done in the last 15, 20 years, I mean, what is it about that work that you really love?
I pretty much really love everything about it. I'm very passionate about my work. It's the working with people in different departments and different teams, a lot of different cultures, diversity coming together. Just having that passion being my job of working with these people, getting them together, solving the problems, the differences, making the team work in the most efficient way so the company can thrive and grow as well. Team buildings, trainings, mentoring, that's just really, I truly enjoyed it.
That's great to hear. I mean, with all of that, work and cross-functional work that you've done, I'm sure you've been around so many different team members coming from different backgrounds, different working styles. So, what type of leadership and cultures have you found really help you thrive in your work?
Yes, I always say the more diverse a team is, the better it can work and function if everybody's just open-minded. I truly thrive with, I call them human leaders, people, leaderships who see their team as persons, not just as working machines or as number one, two, three in this big corporation. I love it when team leaders know the people, know the stories behind them, know their strengths, know their weaknesses, work on them, and just give you the feeling of we are a team and we need each other. Nobody can function without the other person at the end of the day. We're here to all make it work together. This is how I thrive the most. Cultural, clearly, as a foreigner in this country, a diverse team usually brings a lot to the table to me. Different experiences, different cultures, especially with lots of people making international business these days. I truly thrive when there's, the more culture, the better.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head, right? Is when we have so many different experiences and ideas in the room, it can truly make a better solution or better innovation or product or service. So that's great to hear as well. So when you're having conversations with these organizations and they say, "Hey, you know what? We're dealing with these issues in our company or within our teams," what are the type of problems that you can solve for organizations?
Um, if you ask my professional or personal surroundings, I think I'm pretty much known as the problem solver. I have a very big passion about getting to the nitty gritty details of problems. I think I'm really skilled in making teams run smoother, therefore more effective, therefore helpful for the company. I analyze problems. I'm pretty quick in picking them up, and some problems are, I had it before. that some problems needed to be solved on the spot. For example, I did hold a team building within a sales meeting, which was not planned, but it was very necessary because it was just going the complete wrong way. There's other problems, there are long-term problems where you see the long-term goal. How can we fix this? How can these people work together? How can they understand each other? And not so much about telling them what to do, but really more analyzing of what is going on and how can they work it out. I'm not a big fan of just telling people this is what you have to do with this person. I'm more a big fan of try to see the other person's perspective, because that usually leads to way more understanding and respect, which is a very big factor in the team.
Absolutely. So, as you're having conversations with organizations and recruiters and hiring managers, so
Mhm.
many of them want to know what matters to you most.
I would say honesty and respect are very big values of mine. Honesty with you did a great job. Honesty with we need to work on that. I'm the first one usually to admit like I screwed up on that part. And without respect, no matter what rank you're in, what the hierarchy is, we need the president in a company and we need the cleaning lady in a company. We need to respect each other equally. So those are the values definitely I value the most. And again, the human factor of a company to me is very important.
Yeah. That human factor is so critical, especially as we come into this day and age where we are needing more diverse perspectives, as you said. And we need to truly understand all of those perspectives in order to come up with a more inclusive solution. Right. So, Sarah, thank you again so much for coming on the Hire Me podcast. It was great learning more about you, your skills, and how you'll bring value into your next role. If you're watching or listening, be sure to connect with Sarah through the links in the description and show notes, and make sure you subscribe, like, and follow all of our content here on the Hire Me podcast so we can continue elevating more of today's top talents. Take care.